Take the other hand free. There's more seats right up front. Exactly where you want to be at a comedy show, right? Thank you all for being here tonight. I'm Tom Kelly. Thank you for coming to the Kelly Center for this night. I want to mention that we just introduced a new brand of coffee that we're selling. It's we call it Kelly Center Irish Coffee, whiskey not included. And you can pick it up right here at the counter. This is a special product. It's through a partnership with the New Avenue Foundation, who employs people with disabilities. And they're the people that do the roasting and the grinding and the packaging of the coffee. And we're selling it here, and proceeds benefit the New Avenue Foundation, another nonprofit 501c3, as well as Kelly Music for Life, our 501c3 nonprofit. So it's $15. We also have a bourbon barrel blend for $25 for a pound. And it's a full 16-ounce pound, not that 11.5-ounce thing that you see in the supermarket. You get full 16 ounces here. So anyway, when we put this show on the calendar back in February, I think, Mark Lipsky said, I think I want to call this the Home Run Comedy Show, because I just have a good feeling about the Phillies. This was back in February. So who knew, besides Mark, how good the Philly season was going to be? So this is the Home Run Comedy Show, thanks to Mark Lipsky. And we're thrilled. Mark is going to be in the dugout tonight, and Glenn Freezman's coming out of the bullpen to do the emceeing job tonight. But Mark is in the house with us tonight. Mark, thank you very much for being here. I'm going to turn it over to our MC, Amanda, to sing the national anthem. Or not? No, you don't have to.
We want them to stay, right?
Matching brand.
All right. Well, welcome to the Kelly Center. I'm Amanda. Thank you for joining us tonight. For the metal chairs, we have chair pads. They are back there. To celebrate Mark's return to the Kelly Center, we are providing complimentary beverages, which I think is a pretty awesome deal, right? Beer, seltzers, white wine, water, and soda. We also now have a snack and drink vending machine in the back corner. We also have a Keurig machine if you want to buy a coffee pod, decaf, or hot chocolate, and a variety of cold drinks. At the Kelly Center, BYOB is permitted. We just ask for a $5 per drinker donation to help support the venue. Do we have any first-timers in the room? First time? Oh, welcome. It's so nice to see so many first-timers. That's great. Well, if you're not familiar with us, Kelly Music for Life is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Our mission is to promote music, the arts, and community. We have programs for children, teens, and adults. You can also rent the space for private events. The Kelly Center features art and music you won't find anywhere else in this area. We also provide educational opportunities for students interested in audio and video technology. Many of our sound and video techs are high school students. Tonight, our student techs handling sound and video are Addison and Julian. Right back there, they do an incredible job. Just some housekeeping notes. The restrooms are in the hallway back there. The hand dryers are very loud, though, so please use paper towels during the show. You don't want to miss anything, The Kelly Center is a listening room. That's my favorite thing about it. It's not like a bar, so please silence your phones and step outside to make or take a phone call. Our walls feature the work of local artists. For the month of June, we are celebrating the memory of local artist Janice Pinkston. Janice passed away in 2023. Her art has been displayed around the world. She was a children's book author and Philadelphia school educator. Her family asked us to help find good homes for her work. So if you see something on the walls that you like, please take it. Donations are appreciated but optional. If you are an artist and would like to show your work, contact us. We have open jams at the Kelly Center. They are free to attend and participate. Every month we have a bluegrass jam, the new slow jam, Django swing jam, drum circle, Irish trad sessions, and open mic night. These are free to play or just listen and enjoy. Some upcoming shows next Saturday, June 22nd, the Havertown Voice singing competition for 16 and under with a grand prize of $250. The event is sold out, but we will be live streaming on YouTube and Facebook. Watch the stream and vote for your favorite. On July 20th, Summer Fun Jam in Paddock Park Pavilion in Havertown. Food trucks, inflatable slide, and live music from Philadelphia yacht rock favorite Mellow Fever. Who loves some yacht rock in here? Anybody? I know, I'm a big fan of the yacht rock. Also performances by Andrea Charco White, Ava Pastori, and more. You can sign up for our email newsletter and get all the show information at kellycenter.org. The Kelly Center thanks our premier supporters, Haverford Township Civic Council, the Radio Agency, JMC Fund, the Connolly Foundation, Joel Perlish Photography, and your contributions. If you or your company would like to support our work, please contact us. If you'd like to make a cash donation, jars are in the back. You can Venmo or PayPal. You can use the QR codes on the donation jars or hanging on the pillars in the room. You might have noticed a guy with a camera walking around. That is our house photographer, Joel Perlish. Yes, let's hear it for Joel. By the way. Yeah, we have photos from every single Kelly event on the photo link on our website. We have over 30,000 photos that Joel has taken, which is, yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's definitely worthy of a play. Don't listen to him. He loves it. He loves a pot. But anyway, Joel loves it when you ask him to take a snapshot. So you might want to before you leave. Yes, Joel.
Professional photographers don't take snapshots.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, professional photographers don't take snapshots. They take very professional photos like this one. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, enough of the silliness. For Home Run Comedy tonight, Mark Lipsky is on the disabled list, but he is in the dugout, getting the call from the bullpen and ready to throw out the first pitch. Please welcome to the Kelly Center in Havertown, Pennsylvania, Glenn Freezman.
All right, one more time for Amanda. So I got to tell you, this is my third time, maybe my fourth time working at Kelly. It's one of my absolute favorite places to be, honestly. And I'm thrilled to do it tonight. I'm glad that Mark needed a right-hander because it's the only way I could pitch. So luckily, he was looking for me. So I want to tell you just one thing. You know, the most important thing we can all do is we can laugh every single day.
Yeah!
I will tell you that it's the only thing in 7 continents and 165 identified genders that we all have in common. It's a sound of laughter. So no matter what goes on in this world, ladies and gentlemen, please promise me you will never ever lose our ability to laugh. So I'm really, really thrilled to be here tonight because the last 2 nights I was working in Vegas. And I get up to the American Airlines counter today and they tell me my flight has been canceled. I said, listen, I got this big gig tonight in Havertown, Pennsylvania, you know, and I can't miss it because I'm pitch hitting. And the woman said to me, well, if you got to get there in the worst possible way, Spirit Airlines is 2 counters down. I'm going to tell you Spirit Airlines 6, but my connecting flight was on Greyhound. So you know what's cool? I'm looking around, there's not one mask in this whole place. So give yourselves a round of applause for living through the pandemic. Right. You know what's amazing about the pandemic? You know, like in America, we just all figured, you know, it's over. Right? Not one mask, no one even cares anymore. The truth of the matter is COVID still exists, but America decided we just don't give a shit. Right? I'm a perfect example. I woke up this morning, I had 104 fever, I'm sneezing, I'm coughing, I can't taste a thing. But I'm here. I don't know if you heard this, but today, they closed and they quarantined everybody at the John Lennon International Airport. Imagine all the people. Ah, come on, it's easy if you try. Come on. So just a little bit about me. I am single for the first time in 40 years. the same response I get on the dating sites. It's unbelievable. Right? And so the first thing, and I'm not good at it. When people ask me who I'm seeing, I give them my psychiatrist's phone number. I'm at a party the other night, and a buddy of mine said, "So who you with?" I told him Verizon. I tell you, I'm not a good-looking guy, and I knew it. Do you remember Spin the Bottle?
Yes.
Right, spin the bottle. The bottle will go around, and if it pointed at you, you don't have to give me $1 or give me a kiss. I put that at first down payment on my first home when I was 14 years old. Man, you know, and I was so broke after the divorce, that when I go on a date now, I go to the CVS, I grab a GQ magazine, I open it up and I rub it all over my body. And the girl says to me, "Wow, you smell terrific. What are you wearing?" I tell her, "Page 14. What's amazing is I was married 36 years to the same woman. 36 years. She actually asked me for a divorce on Valentine's Day 2 years ago. Yeah, I told her I was not planning on spending that much. 36 years. Why don't you go out and get a penis enlargement? Why don't you go out and get a penis enlargement? Why don't you go out and get a penis enlargement? I finally did. Her name is Kathy, and she's 28. So I'm half Irish and half Jewish. That means that I'm drinking if you're buying. I'm at an Irish wedding. Any Irish people? Irish? Yeah. All right. I'm at an Irish wedding, and the DJ says, "Find the person that brought you most comfort in your life, and hold that person, grab that person, squeeze that person tight." I'm telling you, that poor bartender, he was nearly crushed to death. What is all this fuss about same-sex marriage? I was married when I was 36 years. I had the same sex for practically all of them. So here's the deal about tonight. I think we got 104 comedians coming out. Right? I think it's 8 comedians, $10 a ticket, right? It's $1.20 a comedian. Right? They give you free beer, it brings it under $1. It's like under $1. Right? You amortize the whole thing. So here's a great joke for you. What is the difference between beer nuts and deer nuts? Beer nuts are just under $1.99. Deer nuts, just under $1. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring up the comedians, okay, one at a time. Now, some of these people, well, I was talking to one young lady, second time on the stage. Okay? She was so good the first time on the stage, they brought her back the second time. Okay? Some of the people have been around for, how long have you been around, Pops? 30 years?
2 years.
Right. 162 years Pops has been around. Right? He taught Henny Youngman his stuff. Just saying. You're going to have a great time tonight. We have a couple good headliners coming in, 20-minute sets. So it's a great night. I want just a loud energy in this room. Okay, we're going to start every single time from the back to the front and the left to the right. And we're going to have a warm Havertown welcome, warm Kelly Center welcome for every single comedian coming out here. We have a deal? Yeah. All right. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. We're going to see our first comedian, Steve Leventhal.
All right, thanks, Glenn. Hi, everyone. Hey, Havertown. That's where I'm at, Havertown, right? I don't want to say Haverford. I'm in Havertown, right? Havertown. Havertown. All right. Wow, that could have gotten aggressive. All right. Good to see you all. I hope I give you your $1 worth of comedy, all right? How am I doing so far? Harley Davidson, Santa Claus? I'm doing well? All right. What's going on, young couple over there? You're the youngest couple I see here. For crying out loud. I tried to park and crust up the street, the parking lot, and there's a lot of spots for senior citizen tokens. How do I get my hands on one of those tokens, guys? I almost parked in one of those spots, and I didn't because I'm not a senior citizen, and some 12-year-old pulled in and gave me the finger. Crying out loud. I live in Center City, Philadelphia. It's good to be here. It's good to be kind of in the burbs, man. I was talking to this guy the other day, and he said this. He said, "I've lived in Philadelphia my whole life, and no one's ever broken into my car once." And I said, "Well, you should knock on wood, sir. You should really knock on wood." And he said, "I'm not knocking on wood. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard." And then the very next day, I broke into his car. Screw that guy, right, Haverford? Right? Hell yeah. And I'm sorry I look like Cory Booker and Joe Rogan, all right? This is just my face, okay, everyone? All right? I've lived in a lot of different places in my life. I used to live in Weehawken, New Jersey. North Jersey. Anyone know Weehawken? Yeah. I used to live right next to the Lincoln Tunnel. I don't want to brag or anything like that, but when you live next to that Lincoln Tunnel, about 700,000 cars go through that tunnel every single day. 700,000. I had a friend that visited me once from Colorado, and he said, Steve, I'm just going to go outside and get some fresh air. And now he's dead. That's a Lincoln Tunnel joke, everyone. That's what that is. Yeah. Anyone here got dogs? Dog people? Dogs? We just got a rescue dog not too long ago, a big pit bull mix named Comets. And man, we had all these rules when we got that dog, you know? We were like, Comet can't go in this room, Comet can't go in that room, no table food for Comets. We're like a year in now. We're like, Comet can't smoke in bed. That's where we're at with this effing dog right now, everyone. Oh my gosh. We had a dog trainer now, and I sent him money all the time for different, every session. And I was like the other day, I was like, I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like he's working out. The dog is not getting better. And the guy looked at me, the trainer, I give money to, and he says, it's not the dog, it's you. So now when I Venmo him $50 in the memo part, I just say, for making me feel like shits. That's what I say. Anyone here married? Anyone here married? I've been married for 9 years, you two. 9 years. I don't think I'm beating you guys if you've been more than 9. No?
Going on 37.
37. Wow. Beat you by a little bits. My wife and I met in the old online dating. I'm sure you're all familiar with Venmo. Wife and I were super good friends before in a relationship, before we were married, and you guys know when you're good friends with someone, you say things different to them than if you're in a relationship with them, right? So when Catherine and I were friends, I would say something like, hey, Catherine, you know your friend Jenny, I'd really like to have sex with her. And now that Catherine and I are married, I say things like, notice that you're not friends with Jenny anymore. It's really different, everyone. Feels weird to be doing these sex jokes when there's light out there, right? Man, but I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to try. Trying out loud. I'm just going to get a big pizza after this. All right, anyway. But I'll tell you what, sex with my wife is very different year 1 to year 9, you know? Like sex with her year 1, grabbing her hair, I'm like, yeah, you're going to get it, you're going to get it. Year 9, my wife was just diagnosed pre-diabetic last week, had sex with her recently, just grabbed that patch monitor on her arm, and I was like, you want some glucose, bitch? Took a chance with that this early in the night, guys. I didn't. Some of you were not ready for that glucose joke. Many of you were not. Many of you were like, if we leave right now, we can still catch Golden Girls. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, guys. Oh my gosh. Went a lot of different types of relationships though, so I like being married. My relationships in the past were awful. One time when I went out with this girl and she goes, she got Steve Leventhal, you're not a real man. So I sent her my bar mitzvah video. Okay, there's 7 Jewish people here. There's the proofs in the Torah, everyone. My wife and I have a 7-year-old kid. I'm killing back there, guys. Wife and I have a 7-year-old kid. My daughter asked the other night, she goes, Daddy, what do you like better, cupcakes or dinosaurs? And I said, great question. Where do you get your weed? Right? It is a good question. It's a solid question. I'll end on this, guys. We're going to Florida next week. And last time we were in Florida, we went to this guy's house. And he said this. He goes, hey, come in my basement. I want to show you guys something. So he went in his basement. He said this. He goes, you see that pool table right there? There's only 2 people in the country that have a pool table like that. Me and Missy Elliott. Question for you, Haverford. Do you guys ever... Oh, I did it, for crying out loud. Havertown, question for you. Do you guys think Missy Elliott's ever like, hey, come to my basement. I want to show you guys something. There's only 2 people in the country that have a pool table like this. Me and... Do you know Kevin from Tampa?
Guys, not all comics are going to end as bad as that joke, but I'm going to end there, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm Steve Levico.
Great set, Steve. Great set, Steve. All right. We want to keep this going, huh? We're going to keep this going. Do your job. Back to the front. Here we go. Start clapping. Clap. Come on. Here we go. Left, right, back, front. Warm welcome. Second time ever on the stage. Okay? I don't care if she's funny or not. I need you to laugh. I need you to make her feel welcome and at home. Do we have a deal? Yeah. Keep it going. For Miss Cynthia Deerstein.
Well, thank you, everyone. Oh, goodness. Great to be here. I'm in a great mood. I just came back from happy hour. I had 12 mocktails, celebrating my sobriety. Yeah. So in all honesty, I haven't had a drink in 7.5 years this month. Thank you. So when I realized my drinking was a problem, I did what anyone here would do with a drinking problem. I called AAA. Yeah, instead of a sobriety program, I got a AAA membership program. But they were great. They hooked me up with roadside assistance and towing. However, they could not help me locate my car. But I eventually got in touch with AA, and when I first started going to AA meetings, my girlfriends were curious and had questions, and one girlfriend asked me, and I quote, "To make you alcoholics more comfortable, do they have you sit on bar stools?" They do not. And another friend asked me if these AA meetings were BYOB. They are not. So being single and sober, one way to meet men are at AA meetings. Yeah. So I walk in this one time and I sit down on a regular folding chair, not a bar stool. And this guy comes up to me and he goes, "So, do you get sober here often?" It's not the best place to meet men. So, I wasn't always single. I was married once. The problem is that we were way too young. We were 4. But the wedding was amazing. He looked so dapper in his Oshkosh bagosh. Me in my Cinderella princess dress. My bridesmaids were my Barbie dolls. His groomsmen were his G.I. Joe. Oh, they were a rowdy bunch. And we had nap time right before the reception at Chuck E. Cheese. And then everyone rose a toast to celebrate the happy couple, lifting up their champagne glasses filled with apple juice. But shortly thereafter, there were problems. He didn't support me of wanting my own business, of running a lemonade stand. And he had total mommy issues. But I got custody of all of the stuffed animals in the divorce. So now I have to resort to online dating. And all you men with those fish pics, so proudly holding up the fish you caught. Not once have I gone to my friends, "Yo, Chrissy, you gotta see this rainbow trout." It's so pretty. And this bluefin tuna, doesn't it take your breath away? Ladies, I think we should start posting pics of our new designer handbags. I like to imagine men with their friends. "Yo, dude, did you see the gold emblem on that Michael Kors bag?" so pretty. And oh, the stitching on that Kate Spade bag takes my breath away. But ladies, don't be posting pics of your knockoff Gucci bags. They can tell. Some men online will ask me how I'm enjoying the dating website. Like the dating app? Like, what are you, my waiter? Yes, miss. How are you enjoying your appetizer of crushed hopes and dreams? May I refresh your drink of tears that you cry yourself to sleep with every night? And how are you enjoying your dessert of complete and utter loneliness? Oh, and being ghosted? That's not just an online dating thing. Being ghosted's been around for years. The first time I was ghosted, I was oblivious. And I had this boyfriend when I was a teenager. And I recall telling my girlfriend, Kevin hasn't called me in 3 months. I think I'm gonna break up with him. But you know who I would love to see online dating, or see you on Tinder actually? Jesus. But the problem with Jesus is that in his profile pics, you know he would have way too many fish. And he would definitely ghost me. But that's okay, because he would resurface in 3 days. Oh, then we'd be at dinner, at the restaurant, breaking bread. And he'd turn my water into wine. Oh, just kidding, you're an alcoholic. Back to water. Guys, thank you, but I see this bar stool here, and I just have to sit on it. Oh yeah, I remember falling off of these. Thank you, Havertown. Good night.
Cynthia Deerstein. Only going to keep getting better and better and better. I can tell just from watching her. So today, I take my service dog, 110-pound golden retriever, gorgeous whole golden retriever, and I took her to the Walmart. And I'm walking through that Walmart, and a woman comes up to me. She's got 2 kids. The kids want to pet the dog. I say, no problem. I looked down and I noticed that this woman had her kids on leashes. Has anyone seen this? I'm not kidding. I looked at her and said, well, they're really cute kids. Are they rescues? I'm glad you found it funny. She did not find that funny at all. So I quickly complimented her on her mustache. And that didn't help the situation. She looks at me and says, oh, what about your dog? Was he adopted? I said, well, as a matter of fact, he was. You see, my wife and I, we couldn't conceive a dog naturally on our own. I am walking through that Walmart, and I hear a guy ask one of the sales guards, hey, buddy, you sell an air fryer that can handle a family of 8? And I am thinking, hold on a minute there, Jeffrey Dahmer. Everybody remember Jeffrey Dahmer? He was eating 5 Guys even before it was a restaurant. I'll give you a minute. I am checking out, and the cashier says to me, did you find everything okay? I said, why, were you hiding some stuff? So one of my favorite things to do whenever I do comedy is I try to get, I'm looking for like the top 200 jokes that can get laugh after laugh after laugh. So a lot of times I'll end my set with doing jokes just to see what your reaction is. If you love the joke, I keep it. If you hate the joke, I toss it. You never hear it again. Okay? So I'm going to need your help, and we're going to do this together. Okay? Here we go. I'll give you an idea. Okay? A dentist today was arrested for selling marijuana. I couldn't believe 2024, arrested for selling marijuana. I couldn't believe, I've been going to this guy for 30 years, and I never even knew he was a dentist. All right, well, 1 for 1. I am dating a girl who was ridiculously romantic. Ridiculous. You tell me if you think this is ridiculous. She texted me the other night. If you are sleeping, send me a dream. If you are laughing, send me a smile. If you are eating, send me a bite. I love you. And I texted her back, I am on the toilet. Please advise. All right. I think Chinese people are all racist. I'm in a restaurant today, they think we all look alike. I'm in a restaurant today, and the Chinese waiter gave my meal to another people eating lunch. And then I realized that wasn't my waiter. I don't give a shit. Tomorrow I'll just change the nationality. Here we go. Do you think that the guy who invented vibrators said, and heard voices in his head that said, if we build this, they will come? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, we got one no, yes, one no, yes. So 1 minute you're young and you're vibrant and you're alive. And the next minute you're turning down the stereo so you can see out your front windshield better. Today I tried CBD toilet paper. That'll calm your ass down. Here we go. I showed my grandson, 4 years old, a picture of my original rotary phone. You know what the little asshole says? Wow, Pop, you guys must have had huge pockets in the old days. I don't want to brag, but I finished my 14-day meal plan in 3 hours and 20 minutes. I have no idea how a cemetery can continue to raise their prices and blame it on the cost of living. How many people have ever stepped on a Lego in the middle of the night and realized that you can curse in 19 languages? I'm watching the Super Bowl. A bunch of my friends, we've been watching the Super Bowl together for years. And this year, the host decides he's going to try to embarrass his wife by saying that she's not very good in bed, right in front of all of us. Could you imagine his expression when we all disagreed? So I remember when I was 20 years old. I was broke, I had no job, I had no house, and I had no girlfriend. Now I'm 61 years old. I'm broke. I have no house, I have no money, and I have no wife. And I have no joke. Here we go. But marriage is hard. You have to deal with your wife's feelings and her attorneys. You guys aren't divorced in this room? No. All right. I helped my gorgeous neighbor. I helped my neighbor fix her car and got it started this morning so she could go to work. She was so excited. She says, oh my God, you fixed your car. I could marry you. Could you imagine doing one person a favor and she wants to ruin the rest of my life? Maybe. I actually started to date my ex-wife, and I was trying to marry her. But then she realized I was only in it for my money. One night my ex said to me while we were married, said, do you realize there are 80,000 nerves in a female vagina? How is it you can get on every single nerve in my body except for one of those? You can come to every one of these shows every single night. You are invited. Question for you. Why do men love oral sex so much? 10 minutes of peace and quiet. Oh, look at the men. Is that funny? I don't think it's funny at all, no. Honey, is that funny? That's not funny. Okay. I'm keeping it because it's funny, but you don't have the balls enough to laugh. Two old men are talking in the morning. One of them says to the other one, I wake up every single morning, 7:30 in the morning, like clockwork, and I pee. The other one says, that's terrific. He says, not really, I don't get out of bed till 9. Maybe. Yeah, no, they are. I get it. I remember the marriage counselor. I like to call her the divorce counselor because I've never met anyone who went through marriage counseling and actually stayed married. So the divorce counselor told us that we should never ever go to sleep angry. So my ex and I were up since 2017. I am dating now the true optimist, She could jump off a skyscraper, and about 30 stories down she'd go, well, this isn't so bad. Watch. My kids laugh at me because they think I'm crazy. And I laugh right back at them because I know it's hereditary. My kids ask me all the time, Dad, you are 61 years old. When the hell are you going to become famous already? I said, as soon as they find your mother's body. I'm kidding. They're never going to find her body. So I do 2 impressions. This is my impression of an ophthalmologist, an eye doctor, making love. How's this? How about now? Better? Worse? 1 or 2? If you are not wearing glasses, ask the person across from you because that is a very funny joke. Here's another question for you. You're just a very smart audience. I have a very important question. If a man is addicted to masturbation and then he becomes addicted to sex, is it fair to say that his addiction got out of hand? Two Jewish guys walking by a church. There's a big sign, $100 for any Jewish person who wants to convert. One of the Jewish guys says, I could use $100, I'm going in. He comes out a half hour later, his friend says, did you get the $100? He said, that all you Jews think about is money? I can say it, I'm a member of the tribe. COVID parents, any of you, get that awkward phone call from your kid's school saying your kid was going to have to repeat a grade when all year long you were doing their homework? I'm dating a girl. She's heavy. She said, I'm fat, but I identify as being slender. I said, so you're trans slender. I planted plants in my backyard. They don't know if they're boys or girls. I think they're transplants. I tried to double down, it didn't work. My boss absolutely hates when I shorten his name to Dick. That's because his name is Steve. One night my ex says to me, I said to my ex, what would you do if I started smoking pot every single night? She said, I'd leave you. Well, there's proof right there that marijuana can get rid of your aches and pains. My father, 90 years old, when he was turned 90 years old, we sent him a hooker to his room. He opens up the door, she's wearing nothing but a bikini. My father says, he says, oh, a happy birthday. He goes, well, who are you and how'd you know it was my birthday? He says, well, your kid sent me here, and I'm here to give you super sex. My father says, I'm 90 years old, I'll take the soup. I'm dating a girl, she says to me, and we're laying in bed. She whispers in my ear, hey, Glenn, I just shaved my vagina. Do you know what that means? I said, yeah, it means the toilet's clogged again. Delayed reaction. One woman asked me, how do you view lesbian relationships? I said, on a 90-inch plasma TV whenever I can. My daughter brings home the man of her dreams. I'm supposed to meet this man of her dreams. She brings the man of her dreams. She says, Dad, you got to meet this guy. I love this guy. He's the greatest guy. You got to meet him. So I'm sitting there, I'm talking to this guy, and I said, well, listen, my daughter had a pretty good life. You know, how are you going to afford the simple things in your life, like insurance or a car? He goes, Mr. Freezman, don't worry about it. God will provide. I said, really? I said, well, how are you going to afford, like, when the baby's born, like diapers and clothing and things like that? But Mr. Freezman, God will provide. I said, well, what do they get when they get older? You know, and they want to go to, like, camp or maybe a private school or college. He says, Mr. Freezman, God will provide. So I walk out, and my daughter says, what do you think? I said, I think this asshole thinks I'm God. My father asked his doctor if he could cut his Viagra tablets into quarters. Doctor says, Mr. Freezman, I can do that for you, but there's no way you will ever achieve a full erection or a quarter Viagra. My father said he don't want a full erection. He just wants it to stick out far enough so when he pees, it doesn't get on his slippers. I remember when he started taking Viagra, and it wasn't for the reason you would think. They just didn't want him rolling out of bed anymore at night. One day I got in a serious car accident 2 years ago in December, and finally the cop yanks open the door, with the jaws of life, and he looks at me and goes, "Hey buddy, are you seriously hurt?" I said, "How the hell would I know? I'm not an attorney." All right, so let's see. No. This one I like. My ex says to me one night, "Do you realize that a bull can make love over 2,000 times a year?" Says, "What the hell's the matter with you?" I said, "Is the bull fucking the same cow every night?" It's a great old joke. I'm going to leave you a couple old street jokes that you can take home with you. Okay? Woman goes to an antique place and buys a mirror, brings home the mirror, hangs it up on her wall, and just for fun, she says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, make my boobs a 44. And out of nowhere, there's a flash of light, and confetti comes down, and there's smoke, and it all clears. She's got 44 breasts, and she looks amazing, and she can't be any happier. Her husband walks in and says, "What happened?" She says, "I don't know, I think I bought this magic mirror, and it really works. Look at this. You try it." He goes, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, make my penis touch the floor." Big explosion of lights, the fog comes out, and after it all clears off, his legs were missing. All right, last one I'm going to let you take home. Gandhi, Putin, and Netanyahu are at a peace summit. After the peace summit, they're all driving back to the hotel. The car breaks down. They see a farmhouse up the road. They knock on the farmer's door and say, "Listen, we need a place to sleep." Farmer says, "Okay, I got 2 beds inside, but we're going to have to sleep in the barn." So Gandhi, being Gandhi, says, "No problem, I'll sleep in the barn." He goes to the barn. 10 minutes later, knock on the door. It's Gandhi. "What's the matter?" He says, "Listen, there's a cow in the barn. Where I come in, the cows are sacred. I can't sleep in the barn with the cow." "No problem." Netanyahu says, "From Israel, I'll sleep in the barn." He goes to the barn. 10 minutes later, knock on the door. It's the Netanyahu. "What's the matter?" He says, "Listen, there's a pig in the barn. And where I come from, the pigs are, they're not kosher. So I cannot sleep in the barn with the pig." So Putin, being the last one left, says, "No problem, I'll sleep in the barn." So he goes to the barn. 10 minutes later, there's a knock on the door. It was the cow and the pig. There you go. Something you can take home. Guys having a good time? Yeah! All right, we are going to keep this little show rolling. Ready? Here we go. Back to the front, left to the right. Warm. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Loud. Keep it going for Miss Jess Rowan.
Hi guys, how's it going? All right. I drove here from Quakertown. There were a lot, I don't know if it's because it's warm, there were like a lot of squirrels like running across the road, I know they're just trying to get across, but I think some of them were doing it to feel alive, Is anyone else here like me? Is anyone else mentally ill? Yeah. Good. A couple people. And some of you are lying. That's fine. It's fine. I was telling my therapist that I get anxious sometimes, and she was like, "Oh, a trick for that. If you just cross your arms across your chest like this, it'll trick your body into thinking it's someone else hugging you." And I was like, "Cool. I'm gonna stay anxious. It's too depressing. I'm not doing that." I feel comfortable with you guys though, because I can already see some of you look vaguely disappointed in me, like my parents. So it's good. It puts me at ease. It's great. I'm living with them again. They didn't clap for that either. So it's weird because like a lot of people who I grew up with, like as kids, are now moving back to the neighborhood to live with their parents as adults, and so now our parents are trying to set us all up with each other like we're in Pride and Prejudice. Except like nobody has any money and we all hooked up with each other a long time ago. So it's a little bit different. Let's let's see, another big win for me recently, I got diagnosed with autism. I'm sure that makes some of you uncomfortable, but I can't pick up on it, so. I think that's why, like, there's just a lot of, like, regular life things I don't understand, like I don't understand, like, why my waxing place always sends me an email afterward that's like, we loved seeing you on Tuesday. I'm like, I'd rather you not think about it. It's kind of weird to follow up on that. I also, like, I remember, like, the first time, did anyone else here, any Catholics? Anyone grow up Catholic? Yeah. I know we don't like to talk about it. No, I remember in, like, second grade or whatever when they first explained communion to us, and they were like, this wafer is the body of Christ. And I was like, okay, but, like, it's not literally the body of Christ. And they were like, yes, it is. It's not symbolic. That's Protestant shit. It is the literal meat sack of Jesus, and you're gonna eat it. It was a lot to take in, because I was like, I'm not even allowed to drink soda at home. And, like, now we're gonna eat God. I just thought it was a lot. I'll leave you guys with this. I was watching Rocky the other day, and I realized for the first time that Rocky takes Adrian's glasses off really early in the movie, and they never come back. There's no scene of her getting contacts. We're just done with the glasses, and it kind of changed, like, that scene near the end for me, where, like, Rocky's done the fight, his eyes are all swollen and bloody, and he's like, Adrian, and then she's, like, fighting through the crowd, and she's like, Rocky, because that's just two people who can't see. Thank you guys so much.
Just row in. All right, so this guy came all the way, seriously, from Houston, Texas, for this show tonight. Very, very dear friend of Mark Lipsky, so I need a real warm round of applause, Mr. Doug Harris.
I am a lot older than I look. How old do you think I am, sir? Go ahead, just guess. How old do you think I am? Golden Girls. 108, right. He was here for the last show. It's true. Actually, I was 70 years old yesterday. But, yeah. I feel like two 35-year-olds, so I guess it's okay. Now, Jess, I have to go back to your set for a minute. So earlier in the evening, somebody said, do we have any Irish people? Yeah? So what was the reaction of the crowd? So that's like, what, 2 families? Yeah, okay. But when you said how many Catholics, yeah, those numbers don't add up. I'm sorry. Head count here. Some of y'all ain't been to confession, and you need to go. So, when you get old, as I'm sure you can share with us, stuff hurts. Everything hurts. To pee, to poop, to walk, everything hurts. So you start looking for stuff that keeps the hurt from happening. And one of the things that hurts on me is my feet. So I start looking around. What can I do to get some comfortable shoes? And there's a coffee shop across from like this hospital thing where all the docs in Crocs come out. You know what I'm talking about? They're all wearing the Crocs, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna get me some Crocs. So I go online. Not always the easiest thing for an old man like me because, there's lots of things to check and lots to look. Sometimes I'm the Jetsons online, and sometimes I'm the Flintstones, okay? Well, I ordered my Crocs, and yabba dabba do. I'm not exactly sure why they make size 10 men's pink Barney commemorative Crocs, but I got some, and they love me. Now, the amazing thing about these shoes are they have kept me from being a single man anymore. If you remember my last set, which was a year ago, which is only the second time I did stand up, I was bemoaning the fact that I was single, again, despite my gorgeous looks, my witty repartee, and my astounding bank account. I'm single, but because of these shoes, I'm not single anymore, and you're going to meet her a little later. I'll get back to that. So, You may recall from the last set, it was only a year ago, I was keeping company with a large woman, and I love large women, and she was large. Not like, she thought gravy was a beverage, but big enough to where I knew when we went to dinner we would not be splitting one dessert. You got a good picture there? It was fun, but one night she just dropped me. I mean, like literally dropped me on my head. She was into the cosplay, the rough play, that sort of thing. I know you're laughing, but this is true. Have you ever heard of nude co-ed tool belt twister? Yeah, get a mental picture. Right hand red, blue balls left. Yeah, it's dangerous. And she didn't appreciate the full strength of her girth. So we went our separate ways. Next was the dental hygienist. Met her at the dentist. Go figure. And she was so pleasing and so sweet to me. I sat down, she put the bib around me, and she put on the gloves, and she starts cleaning my teeth. And there's this melodic voice. She says, Mr. Harris, can I call you Douglas? I said, sure. Okay, what I'd like you to do is lift your chin back just a little, okay? And now turn to the right, and lift your tongue, and left, and right, and we're done. It was pleasant and wonderful. Naturally, I asked her out. We go to dinner, and afterwards she said, would you like to come back to my place? And I'm going, yeah. So we get to her house. She says, I'm going to slip into something more comfortable, which is code for, right, you're about to be given access to the Enchanted Kingdom. And so she comes out in this robe. It's a kimono, and it's partially open. And it looks like, we're going to be on our way pretty quick. And the robe opens up, and I get my first look at the Enchanted Forest. And it is lush. It is lush. It is verdant. Maybe a tad bit overgrown, but I am transfixed because, fellas, you don't see that very much anymore. And this was verdant, and I was staring, and it looked like a giant head of broccoli. And suddenly, I wanted my vegetables. So, and I got to tell you, my foreplay skills are like off the charts good. I'm serious. I was taught by a Zen master at the appropriate age, and she walked me through all the old mysterious lady parts so I would know how things work, right? And she taught me a trick that she called the Bavarian mute. Now, it was a foreplay technique that basically combines yodeling with the American Sign Language. And boy, does it get the job done. So I'm down there, going to town, and I hear the voice. Douglas, lift your chin just a bit. Now tilt your head to the right, tongue up, okay, and we're done. And we were. And it was spectacular. And then, she took off my bib, she removed her gloves, we both flossed, and we went on our way. It was the last time I saw the dental hygienist, but that was okay because it led me to the girl you're going to meet in just a minute. So here's the thing about when you pay this much for shoes. You gotta wear them, okay? I don't care how much they cost or how bad they look. So I have them on one night. I'm walking through a parking lot, and I hear this voice, and the voice says, hey, what's the deal with the shoes? Now, she's got my attention, but I'm gonna ask her to stand up because the next line you have to see, it's a visual. Sweet baby, would you stand up, please? Okay, can you see her, get a good look? Okay, so, first of all, I call her Sweet Baby because it's not a real relationship until you have a pet name for her, and she has a pet name for your penis. And my pet name for her is Sweet Baby Pussycat Hot Stuff, am I right? We have not yet decided on a name for my pink parts, but I'm hoping for Big Jim and the twins. Did you give her some of your meds? Is that what's going on here? I like Big Jim and the twins, okay? But she's going for Mac Daddy. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So there I am in my pink shoes. You need another look to see just how absurd a grown man looks in these. And she says, hey, what's the deal with the shoes? And I look over at her, stand up again, Danny, and I say to myself, who is this magnificent creature, this beautiful, stylish lesbian? I mean, come on, now look, just kind of look like in this, it's an honest mistake, right? I mean, look at the, the hairstyle, okay. Don't judge me, but as it turns out, she was not, and I'm not. Neither of us are interested in a same-sex partner. And we just started having fun and seeing each other, and now I can't live without her, and I'm going to spend the rest of my life with her. Sweet baby pussy. So to there, my love, in the presence of all these witnesses here in Havertown, Haverfield, wherever the hell we are, I tell you that I will never leave you, and I don't care if you're in the most horrible accident, if you're grossly disfigured, if you have scars. It doesn't matter to me if women shriek when they see you and young children hide and dogs run away. It won't matter. I will still love you. I mean, we'll never leave the house. You know, you can't go anywhere without one of those Elephant Man outfits there, but I will stay with you, baby. I will love you. So I have had a big fun time here in Havertown, Haversham, Haverford, whatever. And do the head count on the Catholics and the Irish later, and I hope to be back soon. And did everybody get a good look at the jacket? Because I could turn around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Happy trails. Good night.
All right, Doug Harris. I was getting ready for him to go down on one knee.
So was she.
Yeah, and so were you.
Bavarian mute.
The very mute, verdant. I didn't understand half the shit he was even talking about. I'm over there with another comedian. We're looking up the words of his set. Like, what the hell does this shit mean? We're not used to that kind of brains around here. That's why he comes from Houston. So, we have two headliners for you tonight. The guy I'm bringing up next, I work with him all over, up and down the East Coast. He's a major headliner up at the Comedy Cabaret in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Great club if you ever have the opportunity. You're up in Doylestown. So, he is one of my favorite people and one of the nicest people I know. So, I need a huge, warm welcome. Come on. Keep it nice and loud for Mr. David Graham.
Thinking she doesn't look like she's got a giant bush over there? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, anyway. Good luck with that. Yeah. Oh, that was the other girl. My bad. Give it up for all the comedians. They did a good job tonight. Yeah. Give it up for yourselves. Father's Day right here, right? All the people that don't have a shore house out in Havertown, right? Yeah. You know, that sucks. I'm right with you. Yeah, I'm right with you. But I figured it's Father's Day. I'd start you with a golf joke, okay? Nice, easy golf joke. Anybody golf in the crowd? Yeah, a couple of these, right? Rich guy joins a country club, okay? But his new trophy wife, she does not know how to golf. So he signs her up for lessons, okay? So on the first day, she shows up in her cute little outfit, and the golf pro says, listen, here's what we're going to do. The best way to learn how to golf is to learn how to putt. So he takes her down to the putting green, and he says, Mrs. Smith, the easiest way to explain this is, I want you to hold the putter like you hold your husband's penis and hit the ball. So she does. He says, that's good, Mrs. Smith. Now take the club out of your mouth. We're going to go for a little distance. Huh? All right. Ain't so bad. All right. We got any Phillies fans? Yeah. All right. Phillies fans. Nice. You're doing good. I got a Philly story. True story. I love a true story, right? It's the 2009 World Series, okay? The Phillies are playing the New York Yankees. You can't get tickets to the games unless you know somebody or you got a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money, but I know somebody. A kid I went to grade school and high school with is the CFO of the Phillies, John Nicholas. Look it up, okay? Anyway, I reach out to him for tickets. This is a kid I used to flick his ears in grade school, but he's doing way better than me right now, right? Yeah, I reach out for tickets. He says, no problem, I got to sell them to you. I'm in, face value. Guess what? I go down early to batting practice. Will call. I don't even know where the seats are going to be. Best seats I've ever sat in. All right, I'm 10 rows off the field at the third base batting, right? Now, this is before they had those nets that save your life. This is where you had to pay attention, right? Yeah. But I've never caught a foul ball. Like, I'll push a little kid out of the way to get a foul ball at this point, right? Yeah, I'm that guy. I'll be on ESPN. Yeah. So anyway, I get down there early. There's only about 15 people in my section. And the ball girl, I notice, is throwing balls right into the crowd when she's scooping them up. And I'm thinking, I'm going to get a ball. This is my day, right? But I come up with a foolproof plan. I notice the ball girl is of Asian descent. Yeah. So I start thinking in my head, who's the hottest Asian actress that I can think of, right? I come up with Lucy Liu. At that time, well, was the only one I could think of, right? But at that time, she was a Charlie's Angel. She was hot. My plan is this. Next foul ball, I'm going to hit her with a Lucy Liu right here. She's going to go, hee hee, throw me the ball, right? Another name popped into my head, but I was like, nah, that's not the one. The next batter hits one down the third base line. Lucy Liu scoops it up, and I hit her with a Connie Chung right here. Fucking Connie Chunged her. Yeah. And I was like, oh. Needless to say, she did not throw me the ball. No. And the lady in front of me, who could afford those seats, turned around and said, what is wrong with you? Yeah. And I was just like, I don't know. Anyway, all right, that's my Philly story. Moving on. Good story, Connie Chunged her. All right. Just recently had a birthday. Please, clap it up for that. Look at me. If I knew I was going to live this long, I'd have taken way better care of myself, right? Yeah. But just turned 56 years old, right? But on a positive note, I have been married to the same girl for 33 years. Yep. Loving my life, loving to death. I didn't always look like this. Anyway, yeah. I got to tell you, sex toys in our relationship have upgraded over the years. Yeah. We first got married, right? She went to a demonstration with her girlfriends, right? I thought it was a Tupperware demonstration. Yeah. Now she came home with stuff that goes into Tupperware, goes under the bed, right? Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Well, we were newlyweds. We blew that shit up in no time, right? Yeah. That led us to our first upgrade. We moved on to Duracell D-cell batteries. The big ones, right? Nobody? Nobody? Anyway, yeah. All right. Hey, one of you's got to have a vibrator in the house, right? Yeah. Anyway. Duracell D-cell batteries, right? You know you're using some juice when Duracell sends you a Christmas card to thank you for the purchases that year, right? Yeah. When do we get into about year 18 or 19, right? We upgrade again. Battery power is no longer getting the job done. We move on to wall power. We're plugging shit in now, right? Lights are dimming in the bedroom. Yeah. Electric meters spinning so fast outside you could cut a 2x4 on it, right? How about this? Me getting ready for vacation. I might need an extension cord, right? I don't know what the room setup in the Bahamas is going to be, but, you know, I got to keep my baby happy, right? Yeah. Well, now, it's 33 years later. Look at me. I'm out of tricks, right? Now I got 5 gallons of gasoline and eye protection. Yeah. I'm like, yo, babe, this is either going to feel really good or hurt really bad. Hold on tight. Yeah. The other day, I'm putting the trash out. I bump into my neighbor, right? And he goes, yo, dude, are you doing the hedges at like 11:30 at night? I was like, oh, no, man. I'm just working on a project around the house. Yeah. Project's name is Cindy. But do me a favor, don't tell her I do that joke. She don't like that one, all right? All right, moving on here. My kid came up with a great curse when he was little, all right? He's about 2.5 years old. My little sister, she's having a baby. We're going to the hospital to look through the window at his new cousin like he used to do. I don't know, can you do that anymore? Yeah. Oh, okay. And we don't have any kids in the family yet. So we're going to the hospital. And on the way there, I strap him in the back seat. He says, you know, Dad, that baby can't curse. I said, nah, bud, that baby can't curse. He says, yeah, that baby can't say bitch hole. I was like, ooh, nah, bud, that baby can't say bitch hole. Maybe you shouldn't say bitch hole either, right? But I'm thinking, it's a great curse. It fits everywhere. You know what I mean? You know when you're at the mall, driving around Christmas time, you see a spot open up, put your turn signal on, here comes a guy in a Mazda Miata, zoom, takes the spot, bitch hole, right? Or you go down the shore, you see that old man with the high black socks and the sandals on the boardwalk, bitch hole. I'm just saying, right? Somebody in his family should tell him. What about Dallas Cowboy fans? Bitch holes, right? Yeah. Just root for the team you live closest to. I don't make the rules, right? That's just what it is, right? Bitch holes. All right, what about the guy with the man bun? Bitch hole, right? Yeah, you gotta look like Brad Pitt to pull off the man bun. You look like me. You're just a sumo wrestler, right? Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking, right? We got a good crowd tonight. You guys all start using bitch hole. Tell me that wouldn't be great if it sticks, right? I'm walking down the street next year. I hear two guys arguing, you know. That Bryce Harper's in a slump. He makes too much money. He's a bitch hole. I'll be like, oh, that was mine, right? And you guys, you'll be on the ground floor, so start using that shit, all right? All right, moving on. All right. Boy, I really slowed you guys down. My bad. I used to work for a big construction company, okay? Every day I drove a dump truck into the city of Philadelphia, all right? One morning I'm hauling ass downtown. I'm flying along. I'm doing 6 miles an hour, right? I'm stuck in morning traffic like everybody else, right? I'm on 95 edging along, but I'm all the way over the right-hand lane. Next to me is an exit-only lane. Here comes a guy flying up the exit-only lane like he's going to exit, okay? But at the last second, he puts his turn signal on, and he jams his car in front of my truck, right? Now, you know this guy's car, right? He's got 3 blue doors, 1 white door, no bumper, Jersey tag, just saying, right? Yeah. Well, he jams his car in front of my truck, and then he starts looking in the mirror. He starts looking in the mirror for me to give him the finger, right? But I don't give him the finger. He takes a big, long look in the mirror, and I give him this. Yeah, you're a jerk off, right? Well, this guy's head almost blows off his shoulders. He's pissed off, and I'm like, oh, my God, he's really mad. What if he gets out of the car? Well, I'm like, I'm doing 6 miles an hour. I'll just run him over really slowly, right? Yeah. So anyway, eventually he gets away from me, but all day I'm thinking, I got something better than a finger. I can't wait to get home and tell my wife, right? I get home, I'm telling my wife the story. I'm like, yo, babe, I got something better than a finger. She's like, what do you got? I tell her the story. Some guy from Jersey driving a piece of shit's in the exit-only lane. Last second puts his turn signal on, jams his car in front of my truck. He's looking in the mirror for the finger. I don't give him the finger. I give him this. You're a jerk off. You know what she said? You're going to get shot. Yeah, because that's what my wife sounds like, right? I'm like, babe, I thought of that, man. Where the door shuts, big thick metal there. I just lean back, take a shot in the head, I'm good to go. You know what she said? What are you gonna do when they shoot one of those chins off you? Fucking bitch hole, right? I told you, fits everywhere, right? Yeah. Well, here's a little add-on to the story. The neighborhood we're working in Philadelphia is known as the Gayborhood. It's a gay-friendly area of Philadelphia. How you know you're in the Gayborhood? There's a little rainbow on the bottom of the street sign. You know who doesn't know this? Dave doesn't know this. So I'm driving a big truck down there, right? There's all these guys in these really nice suits, nice shoes, big phones, walking out traffic, and I'm on the horn. Man, come on, what are you, a jerk off? And I get a lot of this back. Yeah, that's when it dawned on me. This isn't really a knock in the gay community. It's more of an invitation. So you got to be careful where you use my shit. All right, moving along. I'm gonna leave you guys with this one. I get invited to a party, okay? It's in my neighborhood. People got a nice house. They got a bar in the basement, all right? Set the scene for you. It's 2 or 3 deep at the bar, all right? Down the end of the bar, the girl that's having the party's parents are there, mid to late 70s. And the mom's friend, mid to late 70s. She's in from out of town. Well, I try to make people laugh like I'm trying to make you people laugh. I'm not doing a good job. Anyway, at a party, I do the same thing. I'm telling stories up there. And on this particular night, I am hitting home runs. People are laughing. I'm like, this is great. One of my buddies says, tell the Vegas story. So I proceed to tell this party the story of me and my wife go to Vegas. We're like people watchers. We're not big gamblers, but I get up early for work. So my wife likes to sleep in. I get up early to go get coffee. I'm in a $1 billion hotel. I can smell coffee. I just can't find coffee, okay? So I asked the security guy, and he goes, yo, there's a Dunkin' right up the corner. So I leave the building, I go up the street. As I'm getting close to the Dunkin', walking towards me
what can only be described as a little mini Farrah Fawcett is walking my way, right? The blonde hair, right? Bodysuit, little mini boobies, the whole nine, right? Walking towards me. Now, I had that Farrah Fawcett poster. I jerked off to that 1,000,000 times, right? Well, as she's getting closer to me, she goes, "How you doing?" And I go, "How you doing?" That's when it dawns on me, she's a working girl in Vegas. She's just fun-sized, right? Yeah. Then I'm like, oh, the comedian in me takes over, and I'm like, how much is it going to cost to get her to go back to the room just to see the look on my wife's face, right? Let me tell you how much it cost. Yeah. It cost $40, all right? And then we were right at the Dunkin'. I go, yo, I got to get coffee. So I go in. It cost $40, a large coffee, cream only, and then I hit her with a, "You want munchkins?" And 4 people in the store looked at me like, "You asshole." Yeah, guess what? $40, large coffee, cream only, and 20 munchkins gets the job done, right? So now I'm walking back to the room. I can't be walking faster, right? Minnie Farrah's having trouble keeping up. We get back to the room. I beat the door, right? My wife now is sitting up in bed on her phone. She goes, "Where were you?" I said, "Oh, I got coffee." Then she goes, "Okay, great." That's when I hit her with, "I got you a little something." Yeah, little Minnie Farrah ran around me and starts climbing. I don't know if you've been to Vegas, but the beds are this high off the ground, okay? You fall out of bed, you're breaking your neck, right? She starts climbing the bed. It looks like King Kong climbing the Empire State Building, right? She gets on the bed, she's jumping around, great. And my wife is looking at me like, not the way I thought. I thought it was going to be funny. She's looking at me like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Oh, shit." Anyway, for 2 seconds, I thought, this is going to happen. It didn't happen. Anyway, we took some pictures of Minnie Farrah, and she went on her way, right? I'm like, okay, no big deal. My wife was pissed off. You know, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "That's what that lady at the baseball game asked me, right? I don't know what's wrong with me." Flashback to the party. I tell the story at the party. People are just dying laughing, right? It's a home run. That's when the girl at the party says, "Hey, the food's ready. Hey, Dave, you want to say grace?" That's never happened before. But I said, "Sure, I'll say grace," right? She goes, "Well, maybe there's somebody in the room more qualified." To which I said, "Who could be more qualified than me? Went to 12 years of Catholic school. I was this close to a priest pulling on me like a cigarette machine," right? Yeah. That's where he goes, "My mom's friend, Sister Margaret. The mom's friend was a nun, but in street clothes," right? Well, dude, I went to 12 years of Catholic school. I'm like, holy shit, I just told a midget hooker story to a nun. The room is crying laughing now, right? I'm like, I'm just waiting for the ground to open up. I go straight to hell, right? My wife comes over and she's like, "Yo, babe, are you okay?" I'm like, "I don't think so." You know what I mean? I don't think so. My wife goes, "Hey, guess how much it costs for the mom's friend to pretend she's a nun? $40. Yeah. Anyway, that's my time. My name's Dave Graham.
There we go. It's working okay. In the Catholic Church, what time is it to have sex? How do you know when it's time to have sex in the Catholic Church? When the big hand's on the little hand. Anyway. Oh, too soon? So, I want to bring up our next comedian. This guy's been doing comedy 30 years. He actually started at the old Comedy Works down on 3rd Street. Yeah, he worked there 30 years ago, still doing comedy. So please put your hands together for a very warm welcome to Mr. Pops Leonard.
Give it up for Glenn. Oh my goodness. And please, Havertown, give it up for your native son, for Mark Lipsky. I got to tell you, 14 months ago, Mark had me here. And I looked out at this crowd and I said, "Oh my God, Havertown, you are sexy. Oh yeah, I said that. And it remains true today. God bless you, Havertown. You are happening. Goodness gracious, and this lady here, she's like on an inhalator, and laughing. Oh my God, I love you, thank you. It is, and you're gonna be the healthiest one to go home tonight. Unless she goes home with me. I am Pops Leonard, and in case you don't remember, I'm a local sex symbol. In Conshohocken. Gotta set the bar really low. I could have said Narberth. Would that have been funny? Yeah. And you know, it's great being my age, our age, dating, right? And let's just say there's a couple of folks out there, 37 years? Was that what you guys said? 37? Wow, goodness gracious. He's feigning some lack of memory here. Thanks. Just leave me hanging. It's all good. No, but for all that time, it's amazing, because to be out there, I was married for a while, now I'm single and dating. And women, I will give you credit. You all think you're sexperts. You want to teach pops all kinds of crazy stuff. It's awesome. Yeah. Although I will tell you, I'm not cool with risky sex. Oh no. What is with light choking? Seriously. I don't want to die in the sack. I mean, guys, hear me out. Do you want to be coming and going? And my luck, I'm going to hit the pearly gates. I'll have 4.5 hours left on a Viagra. And St. Peter's going to look at me and goes, oh, man, I'm not going to shake hands. What the hell? It's not cool. Another young woman I was dating, she said, Pops, I want to teach you about safe sex, because, you know, you have been married a while. You may not remember what safe sex is all about. She got me a new cock ring. It's a medical alert bracelet. And now I can say, hey, I've fallen, but I'm still up. This same young lady thought it would be cool to try and up my gym clothes game. Oh yeah. She wants to get me yoga pants. I mean, can we all agree? This ass in yoga pants. No, I try to do downward dog, and I'm telling you, you're gonna see my Lululemons like right around there. That's not pretty. That's not pretty. To keep this shape, you know, to be a sex symbol like us, you know, you gotta take vitamins, right? You're a vitamin guy. It's good. I made the mistake the other day. I'm rummaging through my sister's closet, and I'm looking for glucosamine, right? Joint health, because I want to stay limber, because I'm taking her home later. All right, well, maybe not. Apparently she has taste all of a sudden. Good for you. Good for you. Wait, this is car fare we're talking about? All of a sudden it's a negotiation. Which is okay. I don't mind that. Have you heard of Uber? I'm just... Anywho, so I'm rummaging through the closet. I find the glucosamine. I take the glucosamine only to find out it's for my sister's dogs. Now, I understand it's not really dangerous to take the dog's glucosamine, but I will tell you that I get a raging hard-on when the mail gets delivered. Yeah, oh yeah. And I have developed a slight aggressive streak. I went in and asked my boss for a raise, and, well, let's just say I was humping his leg. Oh, I got the raise. Oh, yeah. And HR says I don't have to buy lunch for a year. Winner. Winner. Can I tell you who's the second horniest old white guy in Philadelphia? Next to Pops. You knew him, Ben Franklin. Oh, yeah. Ben Franklin, crazy guy, takes a bunch of school kids out into a lightning storm and develops a theory of electricity, right? And they build him a museum. And what's the famous part of the Franklin Institute? The heart, right? It's a 2-story heart. And it's kind of cool if you've been through it once, but I'm telling you, people don't want to go to the Franklin Institute. They don't want to be considered blood clots causing heart attacks. It's not fun. It's a lot of pressure. You know, run through, get through that heart. I say, Franklin Institute, you really want to make money? Tear out the heart. Put in a giant vagina. And I want to be the docent, right? I want to be the tour guide for the museum's new vagina. Because Pops knows lady parts. I've had 2 kids. I am, in fact, a grand zaddy. Oh, yeah. And I want to teach everybody about, the pleasure parts. It's important. You've been married a long time. You know where they are, right? There's a zaddy sitting right here. God bless you, sir. But my favorite part, in all honesty, Philly, in the summertime when it's hot, you know what you do? Get people to come in, you turn on the misters, you make that giant vagina a water slide. And then you sell t-shirts that say, Ben makes me wet, right? Come on, Havertown, you have been fabulous. Give hands together for all the comedians tonight, but especially Glenn and Mark for putting this together, and the Kelly Boys.
All right, hang in. We got 2 more. We are going to bring up our next comedian. Her name is Maureen Ferguson. Big round of applause, Maureen Ferguson.
What's up, bitch holes? David, I think it's working. They're into it. You know what I mean? Guys, something I probably don't have to tell you about me is, yes, I do have more than 1 cat. What you might not know, though, is after you adopt your second, they just give you these bangs. Yeah, for free. All right, look, we all know that there are 2 types of people in this world, all right? 2 types of people when using a public bathroom: those who knock first and those who just go for the knock, okay? And only one of them is right. So let's settle this here. I want all my door knockers, clap it up. Fucking psychos. All right, you know why? Because when I am using a public restroom, I am squatting, trying not to piss all over the seat or myself. My quads are shaking because I'm going to be real with you, this is the most exercise I've had in weeks. And when you knock on that door, now I have to answer you. All right, I got to come up with some shit to say to that. And then I just panic because, I'm really occupied here, okay? I panic. I don't know the right thing to say. So inevitably, I'm going to say some weird shit while I'm sweating, trying to think. And I'm just like, occupado, And then what happens is I have to leave that bathroom, make eye contact with you now. So then I just end up being like, adios. And just weirdly shuffling out, just right out of the establishment, because if I have to make eye contact with you one more time, I will kill myself. All right? So just, use the knob. If you see me go back there, do me a favor. Don't be a bitch hole. 2024, we're in election season. Election season, right? Oh, what a nightmare. I'm not going to get political. I don't want to get political. I'm not going to stand up here and tell you my dumbass opinions, right? And you don't want to share yours. We've all been on Facebook. It's enough. I'm just going to say this one thing. I kind of do feel like between both candidates, basically at this point, I feel like asking either one of those dudes to commit to 4 years of arguably the most stressful job that there is kind of feels like committing elder abuse. You know what I mean? I'm old-fashioned. If I'm on a bus and someone comes in older than me, I'm going to stand up and give you my seat, okay? I feel like I wouldn't feel good about having either of these 2 dudes deliver me a pizza, let alone delivering a State of the Union. You know what I mean? But you got to do it. You got to vote, guys. I am not saying you shouldn't vote. You got to vote. even though it might feel like a silver alert when you do it. All right. Now, I know you guys have been married for 37 years. Everyone's talking about it. It's the real hot topic around Haverford. Carol has arrived. I'm keeping up back here. But clap it up. All my married people, clap it up for me. I want to see you. Yeah. Okay, you guys are married now. How long have you been married? 10 years. Nice, nice. You guys look so young to me. I would have never even guessed 10 years. I'm married too. I actually just celebrated my 15-year anniversary. I feel like you guys were more excited for 10. 15. That's kind of a big deal. And I do consider myself a trophy wife.
Me too.
A participation trophy wife. You know, where it's like, hey, you showed up, sir. Now, 10 years, you guys probably aren't here yet, but, you know, the longer you spend with someone, you do kind of have to, like, come up with ways to, like, keep it spicy, right? I mean, you guys know this, right? You know, we're not all eating verdant bush all the time, you know? Keep it alive. For me, I'm actually, I'm a simple woman. I'm a romantic. All right, so it doesn't take much for me. I just dim some lights, light a couple candles, slip into something more comfortable, and then I lay down and I wait for my husband to gently enter the kitchen to make me nachos. While I binge watch 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah, it really is my thing. Honestly, he feels a little unsatisfied sometimes afterwards, you know, but I'm like, babe, you know I'm on Ozempic. You know, I can only eat one thing tonight. And I already picked nachos. So, like, when he comes knocking down here, I'm just like, occupado. Guys, you've been great. Thank you so much.
Morning, Ferguson. Are you guys ready for the headliner? Oh, we can do better than that. You all hung in there. Are you ready for the headliner? He's going to work $120 all by himself. Please, a warm welcome for a good friend of mine, Mr. Corey Alexander.
Hey, come on, about a round of applause for all the community just saw tonight.
Wow, Havertown, what up? Nothing, fair enough, all right. Very nice. Well, I couldn't be bad. I couldn't be happier to be here in Havertown. You know, thanks for Glenn and Mark having me on the show. This is good. I'm actually back home. It's amazing. You know, New York, LA, Vegas. It's about time I was able to knock Havertown off my list. This is exciting stuff, folks. Thanks for showing up. Tens of people. I can't believe it. Sitting room only. Wow, do you guys all come from like a meth convention or something? You guys are a little... Like, we'll get the joke tomorrow, buddy. We'll be all right. Everything's cool. Wow, this is nice, man. This is really, you guys went all out. And when they said Kelly Center was expecting like 1,000 people, you guys made it up for just nice. This is great. Because I called my agent. I said, listen, I'll do a show tonight, but only on 3 conditions. 1, that you guys love comedy. 2, that nobody here have friends or family who owns a shore house. They bust you guys in from Canada? Everybody all right? Yeah, you guys? And last but not least, there'll be no more than 38 people at the show. That's it. There's 400 people waiting outside. I said, fuck them. This is it. That's how many people. I want to start out. I get too nervous in front of a lot of people. This is good. Thank you guys for showing up. And always great to be here. In fact, always great to do the early show. I was in New York all week and had to do all these late shows. So it's nice to do the early show, mainly because when I do the early show, it's always my favorite show because I look out in the audience You all got the same look. You do. You all got the same look of like, well, even if the show sucks, we can still go out and do shit. Kids are home smoking weed. We got time, asshole. Let's go. Wawa down the street, get a shorty. No offense, sir. Here we go now, people. Let's get into it. And speaking of New York, I got to say, man, I was in New York weekend. Now that I'm based back in Philly, my good old hometown, love it being home. Amazing to me to always go through New Jersey. I think New Jersey has the best sense of humor ever. Any state that has no left-hand turns. That's fucking hilarious. Every time I go to New York, if I miss one exit, I got to go to Canada, turn around to get back on the other side. See a lot more of Montreal than I planned on that day. Amazing part to me is, this is where I think really that New Jersey gets their best sense of humor. About 5 years ago, doing a tour in the Midwest, my buddy says, hey man, do me a favor. You got to come home during the holidays, do a show in Cherry Hill, New Jersey for us, and just this little fundraiser. I said, sure. Now, I didn't know anything about Cherry Hill, New Jersey. The only thing you know, growing up in Philadelphia, the only thing you knew about Cherry Hill, New Jersey, just a place to piss on the way to the shore. That's really all I knew. So, do the show, heading back towards Philadelphia, staying with my buddy downtown, and then I realized I forgot my phone. I was like, oh shit, now I gotta go down to Florida, turn around, get back to the side, pay $17,000 in tolls, waste a lot of time. Very pissed off at this situation. So I'm driving along, I'm pissed, I'm like, now I gotta spend all this money, waste all this time, but I look up at the last minute, and it says last exit before the Ben Franklin Bridge. I was like, oh my God, happy birthday to me. This is great, I can go in there, turn around, head back, I am saving money, I'm saving time. Anybody know what the last exit is before the Ben Franklin Bridge? Camden, yeah! Kind of sick joke is that, New Jersey? I gotta turn around in Camden, really? It's like going from New York to London with a layover in Iraq. It doesn't even make sense to me, people. That's fucked up. And they even warned you, there's no like barbed wire fences or big signs, keep outs. Let you pull right the hell in there. I'm sorry, but you should be guys standing at that exit, handing you a gun going, good luck. He's white, he's dead, good luck, buddy. All right, take care. I'm sorry, but it should be a big ass sign that says this exit really is Camden, yeah. With a little sign underneath that says, pay the $10, asshole, it's worth it. You guys are fun, you guys are good. Well, I'll tell you all my, I was up in New York for a long time, did a lot of fun doing the HBO show Crashing. Thank you for not applauding. You guys are very polite in your whole dedication to comedy. Just sit there quietly. I think that is very good. That's exactly what comedians need. Listen, just keep it inside. Don't let us hear anything. God forbid you enjoy a joke or something comes out. You know, don't giggle because then your tits will jiggle. Thank you for that. By the way, I was talking to him. Here's the thing, people. There you go. No, you guys will be fun, seriously, because last night it was like 300 people. There was a lot of laughter and applause. This will be a nice change of pace. Now, here we go. So, last week I head up to New York for a lot of shows, and it's great because as I open New York, I have to use the Waze app. You guys know the Waze app? You guys heard of Waze? If I'm going too fast, you won't let me know. Let me walk you through the process here, people. So anyway, the Waze app is a GPS app, okay? And it's supposed to tell you everything with this GPS, right? It's supposed to tell you if there's like traffic or cops or big tits. They're supposed to tell you everything, right, folks? Thanks for bringing those to the show. Now here's the thing, people. Don't cover them up. Don't cover them up. No, it reminds me. I gotta get milk after the show. Now here's the thing, people. Wow, you guys are a lot of fun. Here's the thing, people. So I'm using the Waze app to head up to New York. And this was a couple of weeks ago, and amazingly enough, I'm going up for this late 11 o'clock show. I'm in the right-hand lane. I'm not bothering anybody. Everything's fine. Pretty much nobody's around, and I'm using my Waze app, and all of a sudden, about halfway up there, this guy is right on me. You know that guy who's like right on you, right behind you? Like, dude, there's nobody around. I'm like, dude, seriously? So I did what anybody else in here, the textbook move. What's the first move you use when somebody's right on you? What do you say, pull over, have a picnic? That was a long answer, dude, for one thing. Yes, you hit the brakes. This guy's like going on vacation after that. Yes, you hit the brakes. You back him off a little bit, so I did that. I did exactly that. I broke him off, back him off a little bit. He's right back on me. I'm like, dude, really? We're gonna play bumper tag for the next 20 miles? So I'm like, all right. So he backs off again, right back on me. Finally, like, screw this. I'm not doing this anymore. So I'm just about to hit out the brakes, give him the lights of his life, when he turns on his lights. I'm like, dude, really? And as I pull over and he pulls over, this is what I hear from Waze. Watch out, police ahead. Dude, really, Waze, you piece of shit? So I pull over and he pulls over. The guy comes over, sits in New Jersey. You know the Jersey cops, right? He comes up to his thing. I roll my window, about to hand everything. And you know the Jersey cops, they're all dressed. I don't know, he's got like this sash for Cop of the Year. He's got his hat on. He's got boots. I don't know if he's going on a horse later, whatever the hell it is. But the guy's way overdressed. Just give me the fucking ticket and just drop the whole show, all right, dude? So this guy's all dressing up, and he's just standing there. I'm trying to give him my stuff, and he's just standing looking at me. Finally, after 5 minutes, he goes, you know why I pulled you over? I said, yeah, because Waze fucked up. Otherwise, you wouldn't have caught me. So I was up in New York. New York's a lot of fun, interesting town, and I thought this was kind of interesting. I was up there doing HBO stuff, and I said, hey, buddy, can you do me a favor? I'm staying with a friend of mine in Queens. He says, let me borrow your car. Let me go cash my checks over in Midtown. So I grab all the checks, go to Midtown, pull up to this bank in Midtown. Couldn't believe it, got the money spot right there. Bang. Unbelievable. So I'm sitting there waiting to go. All of a sudden, this big pickup truck pulls up. And I'm not even talking I'm talking a huge, one of those guys that has like 17 axles. I was like, okay, we got it, dude. You're the smallest dick in the world. We get it. Just back it up and let's go out of my life. But I didn't trust this guy. And it's a good thing I didn't, because he backs in, bumps me once, pulls up, bumps me again. I'm like, what, are you serious? So next thing you know, he's trying to walk out of his thing. And I'm like, I jump out like, whoa, buddy. You just backed into me twice. I swear to God, he comes over in his New York accent and he goes, I can't get involved. What? What do you mean you can't get involved, dude? You're the epitome of involved. You couldn't be any more involved in this situation. And then it went from like a traffic accident to like a jilted ex-lover. I'm like, no. You can't just bang me twice and leave. Get the fuck out of here. No. You're going to come back. You're going to cuddle. Shit's going to happen. So I deal with that mess for like an hour. I deal with the cops, the whole thing. Then I go to in the bank, and now I actually got to do my whole banking thing. Well, I go up to the teller. I think it was like his first 8 seconds ever. He's like, oh, sir, how are you? I'm like, dude, back up. It's for 40 cents, all right? So this guy's all like, what can I help you, sir? It's like, well, I just want to cash these checks. He's like, all right, sir, just to let you know, you don't have to come all the way in the bank. You do everything at the ATM. Everything is like, dude, I know. I don't have the slips. I don't have the time. Just let me do my shit. He's like, all right, sir, but everything is at the ATM. Next thing you know, we're arguing about this guy talking himself out of a job. How stupid can you be? Who the hell talks himself out of a job? It's the dumbest thing I ever heard of. It's like we're going to hook her back to your room, and right before you have sex, he goes, you know, if you jerk yourself off, you save yourself $200. Hey, good thinking, Bubbles. All right. But I had traveled the world. It's great to be back home, and I was in St. Louis. Probably had the worst experience in a hotel ever. The worst. And I don't want to say the name because I don't want to be a dick about it, but let's just say it had a roof and it was red. Wow, if you guys don't like that joke, it's going to be a long fucking night, man. You guys laugh to yourself kind of crowd. I like that. All right, keep it inside. Don't let it out. Next thing you know, I had to do this show, 5 shows, and I always forget when you travel around that people travel around too. So very surprised at the end of the 5th show on Saturday night. This girl's kind of staring at me, couldn't really make it out, but I was talking to a couple people after the show, and I turn around, and all of a sudden, it's my ex-girlfriend from New York. I'm like, wow. Now she's in St. Louis, so we talk a little bit, follows me back to the hotel. And we're just trying to chit-chat in front of the elevator. All of a sudden, she nudges me, and she goes, hey, I just got a wild idea to reinvent the old days. I'm like, oh, what do you got? She goes, what do you say we have some elevator sex? I was like, oh, all right, sounds good. A couple of things. One, it's 2 floors. And 2, I might not even last that long. So I don't know if you have a game of Candy Crush you want to finish up or something. So let's get into my life a little bit, but I'm going to include you guys because I really got to talk to you. This is all about getting to know you so you can get to know me a little bit. So round of applause, where are my married people? Round of applause, married people, where are you? Yeah, just about the enthusiasm I expected. Very nice, yes. What are you reminding me I'm not getting laid later? What a dick this guy is. All right, let's get to the fun. Round of applause, single people. Round of applause, single people. Where are you? All right, 4 hookers and a gay guy. That was weird. All right, now, let's get to this. I'm telling you right now, Overenbacher, this is what I'm going to take you through the whole process, man. Just you and me, all right? Wow, you guys seriously are awesome, man. Overenbacher, nothing. All right, anyway. Has nobody ever eaten popcorn in your whole fucking life here in Havertown? Do they not have popcorn down here or something? Did you not see the pictures growing up or something? I mean, everybody in this audience is either over 1,000 years old or under 12. I figure there's like, I don't know how to talk to you, honestly, people. Really, where's the middle ground? All right, give me something, people. It's like Cocoon versus Saved by the Bell. I don't know how to talk to this fucking audience. Give me something in the middle. Jesus. Captain Noah. How is that, everybody? Captain Noah. Everybody going to look like a Captain Noah? Jesus. He's not even awake. I mean, he doesn't even get the jokes. He's not even... Look at this guy. This is the worst game of bingo I ever heard in my fucking life. Thank you for being awake, sir. This is very nice of you. It's almost over. We'll get you through, Captain. All right. Just keep the laughs to yourself. Don't let them out. It's going to be very annoying to have a lot of laughter and applause. So here's the thing. I'm going to get to my life a little bit. I'm a single man, but I'm going to talk to here. I need somebody in the audience. I need a good married couple. I'm talking like 40, 50 years. I want to make sure that you guys almost stab each other in the eyes on the way over here. I want that kind of couple. I want the passion that's still there. Like you almost drove into a tree and had a car explode because you're like, if this guy shows up with one more stain on his fucking shirt, I'm going to kill this guy. I swear to God. He just throws up in his mashed potatoes. Anybody here? Anybody 40, 50 years in that category? What, oh, the guy next to the popcorn machine. Anybody here? Anybody in the same zip code as the show? Does anybody? Dude, there's like 1,000 people over 1 million years old. You guys have not. Is there anybody married seriously more than a half hour? What is wrong with you people? Is everybody dead? Dude, there's 4 people with like 1 foot in the grave, 1 on a banana peel. I mean, come on, give me something here. There's got to be somebody married more than a half hour. Nobody in here, right here? You guys just came from like eating cream corn for a half hour ago. You guys, seriously, there's got to be somebody here. Anybody? Hey, 40? Who's got 40 years? With 30 years? Okay. Anybody more than 40? Anybody here with their spouse? But you guys are here together, right at the same table. Anybody back there? Same table. Right there. There you go. See, there's anybody here over 40 years? 41. Oh, there it is. Round of applause. 41 years. Very nice. That was a lot of fucking work. All right, here we go. Jesus. Usually not that difficult. All right, here we go. Are you not married, sir? No, the 10 people behind you. Dude, there's like 4 people at the show. I'm looking right the hell at you. I don't have a lazy eye. What the hell do you think I'm looking at? If I look behind you, it's the next fucking bar. Are you kidding me? If a Ford Focus broke down out front, it will double the size of the fucking show, dude. I'm looking right the hell at you. And I don't know where you're wearing sunglasses like the sun's going to come out in the middle of the fucking show. And your balls are hanging out of your shorts. Dude, you got to get it together, man. Come on, you're killing me. Holy shit. Yes, are you married?
Yes.
Is this your first marriage?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I think I just took 40 steps on my calculator there. That's good. All right. How long have you been married?
37 years.
37. Okay, almost 40. All right. How about you guys? How long have you been married? 35. All right. How about back there? You guys are all there. You guys on your first marriage? Who's not on their first marriage? Who's some of the old people who are not on their first marriage? Right here? Captain, are you on your first marriage? I didn't mean to wake you. I apologize, man. Just don't worry about it. I didn't mean to take you out of that little nosedive you were doing there. Hello, is this your wife here? You got 4 chicks here. That is a weird porno right there. Look at that. You got 4 chicks. I would rub tapioca on every one of you. I swear to God. And I swear to God, you are beautiful women. I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know if it's you or the Vicks Vapor, but you're all driving me wild. I swear to God. It's amazing. I want to have sex with all of you and clear my sinus at the same time. That'd be a lot of fun. It's the mop in my bottle? I don't even know what that means, but all right, let's do it. All right. I like when you shout out weird things. All right. Back to my sweetheart in the back. Oh. It's almost over. All right. Back to it. What's your name back there, sweetheart? You. What the hell? What is it? Are you serious? There's 12 people at the show. What do you mean who it is? Look at her. I know my name, asshole. I know my name. Hold on. It's on my prescription. There it is right there. CVS, cervix, vagina, something or other. I don't know what that means. What's your name, sweetheart? Regina. Very nice, Regina. 41 years, very nice. Now, what do you do, Regina? Oh, my God. Regina, help me out here, sweetheart. We got 8 seconds left. You show up. There's a big sign Monday morning. What the hell does it say? Medical supplies. Wow, what a unique name your company has. A medical supplies. Never heard that one before. All right. So, Regina, you're 41 years, medical supplies. Now, how many kids you have? 3 kids. 3 kids. Very nice. Now, you, and what's your name, sir? Mark. Mark. All right. I don't know if you just farted or that was your name, but thank you, Mark. All right. Now, Regina and Mark, you guys are wonderful. You guys 41 years. Now, here's the thing. I am jealous because I'm a single guy and I want to get married. You heard that right. I'm a single guy. I want to get married because I see, Regina, between you and Mark, the passion is still there, right? It's amazing. The passion, oh my God, the passion in the eyes, right there. See, it's either that or the glaucoma, but the passion is still there, right? Everything's a good time, and I'm jealous of that shit. All right, here we go. But here's the thing, Regina, I'm a single guy. I want to get married. I want to get married for one very important reason. I want to give up. I do. I want to give up. I'm tired of shaving my back. I'm tired of shaving my balls. I'm done, people, all right? Come on, Mark, you're not shaving your balls anymore, right? You don't have the leg up, the mirror underneath. Let me just tighten up for the Kelly Center, honey. I'll be out in a minute. No! It's a hairy mess down there, and I'm proud. I'm jealous of that. That is amazing. I love the whole look of you got, and I swear to God. So that's the thing, do I want to get married? But here's the thing, I don't know what I'm going to look like in like 10 years or so, because I'm all right now. I'm not great, but I'm all right. But in 10 years, I have no idea. This is just like, don't worry about it. In 10 years, you'll just look like Dad. I'm like, oh, shit. Don't get me wrong, Mark. Don't get me wrong. I love my father. I love my father, but I don't look like him after 50 years of marriage. He went from tall and handsome to short and hairy. I swear to God, people. He went from Magnum PI to Alf. That's what he is right now, all right? But I got to get out of here pretty quick, so listen, everybody, thank you guys for coming out. Everybody had a good time tonight? Everybody had a lot of fun? I got to finish up one thing, so you're not off the hook yet, Regina. But let me do a little pivot before I go, and I apologize for doing this, but every show I got to do this. But anyway, I do have actually like real stuff, and it is on this. It's a comedy album, just so you guys have it. So this is my comedy album. I'll be selling it after the show if you want to come see me out there. Great. Also, real fast, I know it's Father's Day tomorrow, so happy Father's Day. Round of applause again for all the fathers out there. I also be selling wristbands after the show. My father actually passed away 5 years ago from prostate cancer, so I do sell these wristbands after the show. The wristbands, a portion of those wristbands go to prostate cancer research. I do have a bunch of different colors for that. I do have one color pink for the women as well because I think it's important there. So that goes, a portion of that goes to the breast cancer research, Susan J. Komen. So if you want to see me after the show, get the wristbands, a CD, great. If you don't, listen, it's okay, I get it. But anyway, if you don't want to see me something, but even if not, just come back to the show. Anyway, it's lonely on the road, a handshake, a hug, a reach around. I don't give a shit. Stop by after the show, all right? So here's the thing, Regina. Thank you. Dating these older women, Regina. I don't mind it. I love them. I love old women. They're amazing. Oh my God. Yeah, you will in about 10 minutes. Here we go, people. Now, trunk's open. Here's the thing, people. Oh my God, like 4 people got that joke. Everybody's going one at a time. Everybody laughs one at a time. You're next. Don't fuck it up, Captain. Here we go. Wow. You guys are great. You guys are high from the popcorn you don't know about. So here's the thing, Regina. Date these older women, and amazingly enough, over the past couple of years, I've noticed that they've gotten a lot more aggressive than they used to be. I don't mind it. They have gotten more aggressive. So I think we all can agree that the way women have gotten more aggressive is the 50 Shades of Grey. So just the women out there, just the one. Round of applause if you have read or seen 50 Shades of Grey out there. Let me hear you. Okay, now we know where the whores are. Here's the thing, people. See me after the show. Here's the thing, people. I'm telling you right now, Regina, this was the weirdest experience I've ever had on a date, but I was dating this woman 5 years ago. First date, Regina, first date. We go to the bar, we're hanging out for a little bit. About 2 hours later, she drags me to the bar, brings me back home. We start having sex, and I am, amazing as usual. That wasn't supposed to be funny. Here's the thing, people. Fuck you. Here's the thing. We start going at it, Regina, all of a sudden, right in the middle of sex, she's like, oh, come here. I'm like, come here, I'm right on top of you. Where the hell am I going to go? It's like, come here, I got something. She goes, let's mix it up. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, let's have that rough sex Like, sweetheart, I am old and tired, okay? I'm not putting on a dog collar, not gonna beg for a treat. I was like, no, let's get the hell out of here. She goes, no, like, let's mix it up. I'm like, what do you want me to do? She goes, like, pull my hair. I'm like, I don't, she's like, pull my hair. I'm like, okay, so I pulled her hair. She's like, no, pull it. I'm like, Jesus. I pulled on her hair. She twisted my nipples. I punched her in the face. I'm like, what the hell's going on, sweetheart? She kicked me in the balls. I lit her on fire. I'm like, we're going for a knife fight about 9 minutes. What the hell is going on? Plus, my size of an orgasm and a nosebleed at the same time. This is really weird. Listen, we were beating the shit out of each other. I'm getting no pleasure whatsoever, Regina. We're going in hand-to-hand combat. Next thing you know, she rolls me off the bed. I land on the floor. She lands on the floor. She rolls me on top. Then she says, oh, I got it. I'm like, what? She goes, now talk dirty. I'm like, really? Okay, first of all, I didn't even like talking during dinner. That was annoying enough as it was. I'm not going to talk to you during sex. So, sweetheart, I am old and tired, okay? Blood flow is at a minimum right now, okay? Blood flow's got to go here. It's got to go here. Pick a head and go with it. How about that, okay? I cannot fuck you and talk to you at the same time. I'll have an aneurysm. Pick one head and go with it. How about that? So she says, well, just say something. I said, I don't know what to say. You go first, which is a dumb idea, Regina, because this is what she said. She's like, oh my God, baby, right there. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, go deeper. Go deeper. You just say go deeper? What are you playing, flag football? What the hell are you talking about, sweetheart? This is it. This is all I have. Once it's in, it's in. That's it. Game over. I am giving you all I have. That's the most insulting phrase. What do you want, pancreas, small intestine? I'm giving everything I can give you before I go unconscious. How about that? I'm like, really? I'm like, what do you want? I'm like, really? Go deeper? I mean, what do you think I'm doing? Holding back the other inch? Not till you beg for it, bitch. Come on, you know you want it. I'm not giving you all two at the same time. Who do you think I am? You gotta earn it. I said, yes, this is it, okay? It's not some sort of, like, umbrella handle where I can press a button and it shoots out another 6 inches, okay? So if you want to go deeper, I have to pull myself out, duct tape it to a road flare, and send it back in. You guys have been great. I'm Corey Alexander. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of the weekend.
One more time, Corey Alexander. That brings us to the end of the show, but I want to know, did you guys have a great time tonight? Mark, how many years have you been doing this show?
700.
1,100 years. So next year will be 1101, so I hope you guys can all make it again. Actually, we do the show, what, 4 times a year, right?
1,100.
1,100. 1,100. 5 years, 4 times a year. So next year is the 6th year, 4 times. We hope to see everybody back here again. I'd like a huge round of applause for every comedian that came out here tonight. Everybody, great job. Keep it going for yourselves. Seriously, great audience. Okay, seriously, give yourselves a huge round of applause. It's a great time. Always a great time here. Big round of applause for the Kelly brothers. Giving us this huge venue. Mark Lipsky for putting this show up for 1,105 years. And I will tell you from a personal standpoint, I'm only addicted to one thing in this whole world, and it's the sound of laughter. So thank you so much for feeding my addiction. I sincerely appreciate you. Good night, everybody. We appreciate you. Amanda.
All right, thank you, Glenn Freezman, and thank you, Mark Lipsky. We love you. And all of our performers tonight, and thank you to all of you here in the Kelly Center. We appreciate your support. To make a donation on your way out, you can use cash, credit card, Venmo, and PayPal. They all work for us. You can go to kellycenter.org and click contribute as well. A special thanks to our sound and video techs, Addison and Julian, wonderful high school students we have. On behalf of Tom and Sherry Kelly and Paul and Susan Kelly, thank you for joining us and thank you for your contributions. Please help us clean up. There are trash and recycling containers at the door as you exit. From the Kelly Center for Music, Arts, and Community in Havertown, Pennsylvania, I'm Amanda. Stay safe, play it forward, and good night. Thank you for coming.